Hello everyone! Hey, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful start to the day. Let's take a seat. Let's do some training together. Right, moving those legs around. We are at, third last session. So I believe, today should be Wednesday's one and then one more for the following week and all done for the year. It's been topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy seems like the appropriate word to use in that situation. Switch over legs. Let's get to a good stretch. It has, but that's okay. We've got through it. We're getting there in the end. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my drink bottle's just making a bit of noise. We've got one of those screw cap ones. Alright. Quiet, yeah? Hey, we have made it towards the end of the year and all exciting times as always. Switch over legs. We have a OB appointment today, and then just basically every week after this, and so we get to see how our little guy is doing. I don't know. It just feels like a bit of a countdown. It's a bit of an odd sort of period of time. You're just sort of anticipating this next sort of exciting stage, but sort of just ready for it. It'll happen when it does. I know. Be patient, it'll happen, and when it does, you can't go back from it, right? So you're in there. You're in there, and this is what you're doing. Good stretch, I just look forward to meeting you. It'll be nice to. Alright, give those legs a good stretch, and open again as always. You guys are having a great day, and great morning. Or you could be watching this at a different time of the day, that's cool, whenever you were watching it. As long as we do some training, I always find that's the best way to do it. No matter what, just a little bit of exercise. And this time of the year, it can be a little bit tricky to create that little bit of time to do exercise because we're pulled and prodded from different areas, whether it's socialising or it's having people out for lunch and dinner and out for Christmas shopping, all those types of fun things. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to prioritise the exercise, but I always find early morning, if you can just do it nice and early, just set yourself off in a really good spot. Good for the quad stretch. Hamstring stretch. Today's session is very much all bodyweight type stuff. No equipment involved with this, just my drink bottle, my shoes, chair, nice safe area. Nothing else needed for that there. And then just some energy output that we need to just put into the session. And we'll be all good and dusted. For that there. Oh, so fantastic just to stretch everything up here. I realised my socks like randomly pulled back. Don't know how those things happen. Alright, nice to just stretch it all up. Switch over legs. Let's go for it. Oh, fantastic. Nice to have it all moving and feeling good. Other than like baby use, AB's doing really fantastic. Definitely tired, sure. We're just over 37 weeks there, so feeling tired's pretty standard. But other than that, it's doing real good. She's a strong girl, calf stretch. Let's be honest, if you have to put up with me, you definitely need to be a bit of a strong girl. So she's doing excellent. And I think we're just, it's a nice fun time of the year, right? Everything's sort of, no doubt for work it ramps up a little bit just to tick some stuff off, switch over, but at the same time, I don't know. Just play a little bit calmer, play a bit more relaxed, not get too overstressed about stuff. All those types of things. Good, lovely calf stretch. Tabletop for us, sitting over the top. In there. Rotate it around. Loosen it all up. Good. Making sure hamstring, lower back, everything's feeling nice. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, I'm a bit tighter than usual actually. A little bit less sleepy we're doing at the moment. So, fingers crossed we can reset that sleep routine and get back into a good routine of sleep before he comes along. Hey, we'll go with that. All right, I'm gonna set my timer up. Let's get some water into us and then we'll begin. And one way you can still hear that, my drink bottle's just, it's a camelback, I think they call it. Camelback drink bottle. Yeah, it's a new one. Yeah, camelback, that's it. Yeah, it can stop making noise now. It's like it builds up a bit of pressure in it. Yeah, it builds up a bit of pressure and then it just goes tick, 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 tick. It's quite annoying. At least I find it annoying. No, take a seat. Yeah, stuff really should be up the wall. Alright, shall we begin? Yes, we shall. Alright, arm moving. Get those arms pumping. Good, we're going to add a little bit of balance work in today's session too as well. But as always, just using our body. Whew. Up would be good. Oh, it's going to be hot out there. 2, 1. Good, we're going to just nice and easy. Throw some punches out and start. Good, a little bit of a real different routine today. Being that we're just going to throw in some different little random stuff. But keeping to our heart rate being elevated. To the best of our ability when we're not doing balance work, we're going to keep that heart rate elevated. Good, punch it down a little bit lower. Notice I'm taking a wider stance with my legs. Good, if you had dumbbells and you want to use the dumbbells, sure, you could definitely use that. For this purpose only, I'm going to go no dumbbells. Good, punch it up nice and high. Yes, get it all moving. Good, arms be swinging, arms be loose. You're getting it all pumping. 3, 2, 1. Good, lean ourselves slightly forward. Straight arm, double arm too. Good, so I'll show that laterally. Leaning forward, double arm lifts. Excellent. And it's all about that nice, strong double arm coming up. Good. 3, 2, 1 more. Excellent. Good. So like if we're doing the gorilla row, gorilla row is normally the pulling up part of it. So it's really about pulling up as you do this. We're just going to do the other variation, which is the punching down low. So instead of pushing, you just think about punching down low. Good. So a little bit different to punch it down in front of you. Just punch it down completely low. Make sure you're not hitting yourself in the thighs. Good. Punch it down low. Excellent. You could also make it a teeny bit harder, just for everyone playing at home, which is probably the only way we're playing at the moment, is a really lean forward. This makes it a little bit harder. Good, create that punch. 5 seconds. 4, 3, punch it out. 2, 1. Good, go for your swimming movement. You've got an option. You can do it in a seated position, lift the arms up, create a swimming movement, or standing position. Good, I like the standing one personally. You find what you like. Now standing, slightly in the legs, stabilizing myself, creating the strong swimming movement. Good, just feels nice to go through the swim. Yes. Good. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Look at that, getting it all done well. Next one here. Right arm side, left side. Right arm and leg, left arm and leg. So if you need to use a chair, what you might find is right side, left side. Good, you can see, I'll spin that around. You can just see how I use the chair to help stabilize myself up. Now you choose always the height you want to go with. You can really bring it out nice and wide. And I wouldn't be too concerned about trying to keep yourself straight. You are going to lean a little bit, especially when you go arm and leg. That's okay, but you choose that. If you don't want to hold it, then don't hold it. If you want to hold it, you, as always, full grip, pincer grip, no grip at all. I'm going to go no grip here. You find what works for you. 45 seconds then. You can also get some speed here, right? If you feel like you want to make it a bit harder, you can always go some speed. Good. All right. Get it moving. Do you feel silly? Sure. Are you indoors away from other people's eyes? Yes. Is it okay to be silly in those situations? Always. At least that's what I think. If anyone asks, just say Adrian said it was okay. You'll get it. I promise. 15 seconds. Keep it working. The legs out the side. You may notice different muscle groups on the side of your hips working really hard. Your glute med is a muscle group that actually kicks out to the side. So they may be noticing plenty. 3, 2, 1. If you didn't feel comfortable doing it in a standing position, you can do it seated. So that would be the seated variation of it there. I do like seeing people in a standing position though. We just get much more glute med activation. Sit it down there and lose a lot of those really good muscle contractions. Good, rowing. We know the deal. Squeeze your glute, pull back. Good. And you might want to change this up a little bit. See if you can really give a little bit more of a different variation. I'm touching the floor, stretch it out, squeeze your glute. So I'm going less on speed, more on trying to get a bit more of a stretch reflex. And then big thrust up through pelvis. Stretch out in front, big thrust up through pelvis. Left shoulder on an angle. Stretch out, big thrust up through pelvis. Stretch out. There we go. See how far I can get here. That's about as far as I'm going. Good. Work it up. How we go? Work it up. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, look at that. Nothing too bad at all with that thing. We've got some marching to go through. Let's get legs up nice and high. Keep our arms moving. Strong with our arms, strong with our legs. As always, we choose the height, the distance, all that stuff. I'm going slight toe strike on this one. You've always got flat foot striking too. Flat foot being just a teeny bit less load on your overall ankles. You choose. We choose the height of our knees. We choose how fast we move our arms. All variables you personally control. Good. Now, what's going to make this one a little bit different, and this is where we incorporate the balance. I'm going to talk for a little bit. I'm actually going to be here for about 2 minutes. Pardon me? Can't say it still. Is we're going to actually create some slow pausing movements in there. So, example, by adding, marching and holding, we actually have now added this as a balance exercise. Good. Nice and simple. Means not only speeding something up makes it more difficult, but also slowing it down. Now, as always, you can choose the height. So this would be a small one. Good. Well, you can lift it up a little bit higher. Good. Makes it a little bit harder. And then you've got your full lift. That's about as high as my knee will allow me to go in a stable position. Good. And so you just find what works for you. That is the key. Look at my timer. We've still got more. We've got more. So now you can play with it. You can either go speed, or you can keep with your balance. You work out what you prefer. Yeah. And then just might want to add some speed into it. That's great. 10 seconds. Keep it coming. Ooh, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Good. Knee out to the side. So we're going to go 2 at either end. Good. Kick it out. Kick it out. Kick it out. It's a bit like the nut bush. Think 3s now. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Go 4s. You can also choose the speed, so you can make that faster if you want. You got your pace. 4. Now, if you need to use the chair, could you do that? Keep going with 4s. The answer, absolutely, right? It should be on this side. 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can switch it over. 1, 2. All variations. 3, 4, 5. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch it. 2, all good variations. 3, 4, 5. Hey, you're real good there. Straight leg half raise. Okay, so if you need your chair, bring your chair into place. Straight leg half raise. Good. I like the chair out to the side. Push it off your toes. Here we go. Doing good. Awesome. Can we make it a bit harder? Yes, we can. We can vary it up side to side. Keep your legs nice and straight. It's a great way to build up some good ankle stability and ankle strength as we build out and strengthen our calf muscle group. Good. Work it up. Push off your toes. You may find it really tough. Like the last one. Good. Push it down. It's our bent knee calf raise or seated calf raise. Good. Work it through. 15 seconds for me, please, team. We get to our first group break. Work through, work through. Oh yeah. Bird be real, bird be real. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Woo. Noticing this chair is becoming increasingly more squeaky. I might need to go over this and give it a good tighten up. Good chair. That's doing well. As always, active recovery. Go for a walk, team. Loosen everything up. Get it all moving. Hey, I can't wait to see so many of you in February. That's going to be so much fun. I'm sure I'll have lots of fun photos for everyone and oh yeah, some good stories. Yeah, tell everyone, hey, I actually know what it feels like to be fully sleep deprived. You know, go through all that fun stuff. All fun and games. So if you heard a couple of clicks, this iPad's telling me I'm getting text messages because I make sure that doesn't come through on my phone. Because that was what was happening at one stage where people would call in and they would disconnect this and then I'd have to try to amalgamate the two different videos together. That's where you'd have the time where you'd be doing the exercise and boom, I'm in your face. Explaining that it didn't quite work, I had to adjust it. All part of the fun for sure. Alright, ready to go again? Yes, let's do it. We start with some squats please. With our squats, work through it, squeeze through our glute, bring yourselves up nice and tall. Now if you have the dumbbells and you want to bring the dumbbells into it, absolutely. If you feel like you want to sometimes make this a bit more strength based, you go for it. Sometimes that's what we want to do. Just building up some extra strength. Whew. I can tell my legs are still sore from leg training that I did like 3 days ago. That is quite impressive. They're still not sore. Not expecting that. Whew. 10 more reps. We got this. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Good alternating touches here. So this is a chance. Lean forward, give it a touch. Lean forward, give it a touch. The idea is we just create a little bit of torso rotation. So we jump on the side. A little bit of torso rotation. Yes. Good. Make sure that I'm still supported on the chair. I'm not going to fall off the chair. We don't want any of that. I just ever so slightly, just because there's polished concrete, just ever so slightly slide. So if you need to reset yourself, 10 seconds. Please reset yourself. Get a touch. Nice way for us to place. Just a little bit of stretching and some mobility. And then we're going to go into our twists. So that is up nice and high, lean forward, up nice and high, give it a good rotation, come down. Like a windmill. Bring it up, rotate down. Bring it up high, rotate it down. Good, keep alternating between the team. I'm just making sure that I can face you, so you can see how I'm doing it. Come down, rotate it up. Good, everyone likes to do different things with head. Some people like to keep their head facing down. Some people like to keep their head facing their hands. Some people like to even let their hands come up by the side of their body instead of out and around. You pick whatever you're feeling like. We have 20 seconds. This is all how we get to tweak it up and make it personalized for you. Give you some variables to play with. Yes, you can just keep alternating between them. Hey, keep life interesting. Lucky last, either side. Yes, stand it up. Let's go for our boxing. Left leg in front. Throw some punches in front. We're good. Right leg in front. Good. Keeping those arms punching out. That's what we're looking for. Good. Left leg in front. Staying with it. Oh yeah. Right leg in front. Good. Big uppercuts. Good. Nose, my head's far back. Good. Change your legs over. Throw those uppercuts. Yes. Throw them up high. Down low. Too slow? No. Change your legs. Keep throwing. Up high. Middle. Down low. Like a team. Uppercuts. Change your legs over. Up high. Middle. Stay with me. Low. Uppercuts. I'm going to face you. Keep throwing them. 30 seconds. Down low. Up high. Stretch your legs. Gets a heart in front. Middle. Gets a heart rate up. I was halfway through saying that. Punch it low. Up high. middle, change your legs, last 10, low, middle, high, low, high, low, high and low. You're all done for that. Hey, that's good. Take yourself a seat. Whew. Is the heart rate up? Everything be working. Good, let's come forward. Bring it up, ladder raise. You choose how high you want to come up. If you only go parallel, parallel is fine. If you want to bring it all the way up, give it a clap, that is too. Notice I come forward, bring it up, clap, forward, bring it up, clap. That is great, team. Keep working with it. Yes. Bring it up, give it a clap. Bring it up and give it a clap. Yes. All great stuff here, team. We got this. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Leg lifts. Good. Nice. I'm just letting it touch the floor. Now. Oh, sorry, team. My toes a bit itchy. Alright. So, I'm doing a little bit of a toe strike through here. So you can see it's a little bit of a toe dance, or like a single leg. Good. Your option is you want to go for a subtle toe strike, or you can flat foot that. Good. You can also slow that down and create more stomping. You get to be the author of this one. You get to move however you want to do this. Create some impact. Maybe try to wake up your spouse if it's early morning training. Hey, have some fun with all this stuff there. You get to play around with it. I sometimes like the slow, firm impact. Create some good loading up through the ankles, through the tip, left hip, to the knee. Have some loading. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, last part of it is our balance work. Good, stand onto it there. So just nice and easy. Again, full grip, pincer grip, no grip. Some side to side movements in front. Last bit. Side to side movements in front. Good, you can choose this. Good, notice some movement to the side. Notice some play with in front, just a couple of rotations either side. Now if I come here, you can see that's the front one, side to side. Up and down, and I can also go behind me. Yeah, right? Got to think a bit about this. As always, full grip, pincer grip, no grip. You choose. My other little tip is focus on one point. If you focus on one point, you'll increase your ability to keep yourself stable just because your concentration level's up much higher. You'll be feeling it a bit more concentrated and a bit more sort of perceptive of what's going on with your body. If you're starting to lose balance and what's going on there. Switch sides. Try the other side. Good. So start in front. There's our in front one, and then out to the side and down. Work those two just a couple of times before you add the back one into it. Back one's definitely the hardest one of all. Good. Alright, add the back one in if you're feeling comfortable. Dude. There we go. You're going to be really mindful. Focus on one point. So I'm looking straight at the camera, and that helps me just stay locked in and focused. So I am nice and stable. Normally I don't do so anywhere near as good on this right leg, but I am good today. So if I haven't jinxed it, but feeling good. Just stay there. 10 seconds. I like it. Good. And lucky last one. Circular movements out to the side. See if you can keep yourself upright. See if you can breathe out to the side. Really fire up those glute all those muscle groups involved in a hip stabilization. Definitely aids us in our balance. Whew. 2, 1 more. Switch sides, home straight, lucky last one. Oh yeah, team. Good to get it all moving. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, fantastic stuff. Great stuff, team. Have a walk around, get some water in too. That is great, great work. All right, we go through our cool down and some stretching. Oh, Isn't it just nice to get everything moving? You can say definitely wakes the body up. That and a nice cup of tea. Switch over legs. Actually, when I finish up this, obviously took our car in to go get service, which is it's good. Nice to get the car serviced before the little bub comes down. Just tick all the boxes. Only needs a little minor one anyway. There's nothing special about it. So go through this little minor service, tick all those boxes, and hey, yeah, the car, it's like tick, car's safe, tyres are good and oil's good and everything's fine on the car. Switch over so we won't have any car issues to deal with in the foreseeable future. Sort of what it's all about, isn't it, right? Just ticking those boxes. Oh, lovely. Nice and good glute stretch. So yes, I'll be running down there to go get those to get our car, because we only have one car at the moment. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's always lots of fun. Good. Quad stretch. And today being Monday, it is a very, very warm day today. I think Amy was saying sort of like 30-ish degrees. So it's definitely kicked in a bit. So as always, just keep your hydrations up for everyone, especially on these hot days. You'll be watching this on Wednesday. So when you went through the previous session on that Monday, you probably know what I mean. Yeah, it's a bit warmer than usual. All part of the fun. We don't mind a bit of heat. Bit of heat is always fine. Switch over legs. We're all dying for it. And a bit of extra vitamin D absorption. Oh, it's just wonderful. Just feels like the right thing to do to just get everything all warmed up. Yeah, good the sun on our skin, right? I feel like I could just go out there, close my eyes and just sleep. You see why people fall asleep at the beach, right? It's just so much fun. Good, hamstring stretch. Good to stretch up. Good, just move it side to side. Yeah. Good to get that all moving. Wonderful stuff. Oh yeah, hammies need some work. Reminds me I need to stretch these babies just a little bit more. Switch over. We're getting it there. Yeah, I'm hoping you're having a great time. This whole nice lead up towards Christmas and noticing that we can move around and social interact much more and somewhat some normality here. That would just be wonderful, right? It was all a little bit tough there for a bit, but we get through it at the end, as always, right? Even in the early videos, I would say the same thing. We're always going to get there in the end, right? We just keep caring for each other, keep making our way to the end. Good to give some good hamstring stretches. Calf stuff, just because we did do a bit of calf work, especially the last hitting and the stabilization, giving that a nice little stretch up. And we bring it home there. And in regards to the garden in the backyard there, we finally sorted out all the stuff for the barbecue area, did a little bit of the painting, and yeah, had our first barbecue with the new sort of setup yesterday, which was so much fun. That was nice, some nice vegetable skewers and some fish on the barbie, and just fantastic. Nice to finally have that space all done really well so we can actually enjoy it, because yeah, it's been for many years, it's just been sort of not workable really. There's not enough space, not enough room, not enough really anything to be able to make it all work. But now we're good. Now we're good and we're having lots of fun. Switch over sides. Yeah, all lovely stuff. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just stretch everything out. Oh yeah. Calves definitely appreciate a good stretch. Tabletop for our last one, sitting over the top, shake it all out. Thank you very much everyone for being here. There will be 2 more videos till the end of the year. So excited to be able to create this content for everyone there. Hey, you never know, maybe I might even be wearing a bit of a Santa's hat at the end of it. Who knows if I can find it in the house, because things are a bit everywhere at the moment. Alright everyone, thank you for being here. Bye for now.